guys.
You are. Hello, Chris.
I'm glad to be here.
So you guys, my name is Fellow, and I have the unique honor of introducing Councilmember Chris Ward, who's actually, he lives in my district. He's in District 3, which includes North Park, which is where I live. And he was just elected in 2016. He is a huge supporter of the arts and has given $1,500 to So Say We All for productions like this one that we're putting on tonight. So, yeah. So it's my honor to have him speak to you guys and maybe even share a little tidbit about your own LGBT struggles, perhaps, if you have any at all. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's a beautiful Friday here in San Diego. Thank you for welcoming me. Those really nice remarks. I'm glad to see constituents here. And I was really looking forward to the first reader. I didn't realize it was me. Really appreciate hearing all your stories, and I want to thank So Say We All and the work that you do in the arts and culture here community. I am proud to be such a strong supporter for you on City Council because your stories and your work that you do to reflect your interests really express what we need to see here out of our San Diego community. And I think that expression really helps to define who we are, tells our story collectively as a community, but also really underscores the values that we hold. And so particularly here tonight, as we talk about the stories of those facing from the LGBTQ community, I think that it's particularly poignant given the struggles, as you heard just a few moments ago, that we're dealing with on the national context. I feel so fortunate that we're here in San Diego, where we build up such an inclusive community, where we have such a great thread, not just within District 3 and not just within Hillcrest, but really something that over time, and it took time, has permeated across the San Diego community and has really become what has kind of been a little bit of a buzzword, but it is really an important word this year, and that is the intersectionality of San Diego. We are multicultural. We have a lot of different backgrounds. We are immigrants. We come from a lot of different places. And we are LGBTQ, and we are African American, and we have a lot of different commonalities, and that support network to be able to support each other has really, I think, helped us become a really safe space here. And we know what we have to do to be able to make California a great place, to be able to really make sure that we turn the tide around and we set the example for the right tone that we want to see across this country. So I know it's been a difficult year, but we got elections coming up on Tuesday. Who's voting on Tuesday? Thank you. I want to see more hands rise up if you're not registered to vote. It's a little bit past that time, but the big vote, of course, happens in November. We want to make sure that everybody is participating, and your votes certainly do matter. I'm really excited to be here for just a really quick anecdote of the story that brought me here to San Diego, and somebody that the reason I came to San Diego was actually because of a coming out, of a growing awareness of my own LGBTQ, my gay identity. I knew coming out of college, I grew up in a military family, so I never had a home. And I went to college. I was really excited to get into a really good school in Baltimore. But coming out of that and going through the coming out experience in college, I realized that I had opportunity anywhere. And I didn't have to go to Northern Virginia where my parents had moved. I had a high school in Pennsylvania. I actually had 3 high schools because that's what you do in the military. And I didn't really, I could choose my own place. And I happened to come out here in San Diego for a conference where they had Hillcrest, and they had a very, very obvious identity, a very obvious community, and they had a lot of opportunity here through work, through a very great San Diego lifestyle, a very great opportunity to really be comfortable and enjoy, my 20s. And I thought, I'm going to give it a shot and see if I really feel out this community. And that was just the best decision of my life. I was able to really find my family here. I, of course, have my family, and my biological family, and I was so fortunate that they actually followed me to San Diego over time. My brother joined me here, and with his wife, and now I have nephews through him, and I have a daughter of my own. My mother came out recently, about 7 years ago, and she lives in Hillcrest too, to be closer to the grandkids. And so, but it was that kind of that genesis of my own interest, to be able to connect my identity with a community that I wanted to be a part of, that helped me land here. And so I'm so grateful of that I really found an opportunity to want to give back, and that's why in 2016, running for city council seemed like the right thing to do because we need good people to step up. We need a lot of people that come from a very, very special place to want to be able to give back, and there's so many ways to be able to do that. You don't have to run for office, but being here, supporting the arts, supporting great organizations that tell San Diego's story is your own form of giving back here tonight. So I'm really looking forward to hearing more of your stories and all the great work you do. Happy to support So Say We All, and I'm really, really appreciative of the work that this organization does. And let's have a great Friday night together. Thank you.